It was 3:02 a.m. when I noticed the elevator doors opening, even though the building was supposed to be empty. At first, I thought it was a glitch, just the system acting up. But then I saw it, a faint reflection in the glass. Someone standing just behind me. I spun around. Nothing. Only the empty lobby, cold and echoing. My heartbeat was pounding so loud, I thought the entire floor could hear it. The next hour, every monitor on my security system flickered. Shadows appeared where there shouldn't be any. Hallways twisted in the cameras like they were stretching. I walked down one corridor to check and felt the temperature drop drastically. My breath fogged the air in front of me, and the faint sound of footsteps echoed from behind. Slow, deliberate, always just out of sight. I tried radioing the control room, but there was no response, just static, and then a whisper repeating my name. "You shouldn't be here," it said, low, chilling, but unmistakably human. I froze. Every instinct screamed to leave, but my legs wouldn't move. The lights flickered, and I thought I saw a figure crouching at the end of the hall, staring at me, before it disappeared the moment I blinked. By 4 a.m., I realized the elevator doors were opening and closing on their own. Every time it opened, I felt like something was waiting inside, watching. I left my post for just a second to check the floor, and when I returned, all the doors were closed, every monitor blank. The building was silent again, almost peaceful, but I knew it wasn't empty. I didn't finish my shift. I never returned. But sometimes, when I pass that building, I can still feel eyes following me, patient, waiting, watching. After my shift, I was mopping the floors of the empty hospital wing, the smell of disinfectant sharp in my nose, the fluorescent lights flickering overhead. The intercom crackled, whispering my name. I froze. The voice sounded like one of the nurses, but she had left hours ago, and the hall was supposed to be empty. I gripped the mop handle tighter, trying to convince myself it was a prank or a system malfunction. As I pushed the mop cart down the hall, shadows stretched across the walls, twisting unnaturally. The echo of my footsteps sometimes sounded like 2 sets of steps. I turned a corner. Nothing. Only the patient rooms, empty beds, machines blinking. Then I saw it. A shadow moving just inside a doorframe. Tall, thin, but vanishing when I tried to focus. My stomach sank. I wasn't alone. The intercom crackled again, closer this time. My name, whispered, stretched, almost like it was coming from inside my own mind. I tried to leave, but the doors, the main exit, were locked automatically. The lights flickered violently, and I heard faint laughter from somewhere, above or maybe below. I couldn't tell. Panic set in. Every instinct screamed to run, but every step felt like it was being watched, measured, anticipated. I finally reached the stairwell and ran down, floor after floor, but the whispering followed. Not random words, my thoughts, my fears, every dark corner, a presence. By the time I burst out into the hospital parking lot, the sun was just starting to rise. I never went back, but sometimes, late at night, I dream I'm back in that hall, and the voice still whispers my name, calling me to return. The conveyor belt stopped suddenly, even though no one had touched the controls. It was just after midnight. The factory empty, silent, save for the hum of fluorescent lights. And then, a tapping sound from inside the machines. Slow, deliberate. I shone my flashlight along the row of equipment and caught a shadow slipping between the metal beams. Not human, at least not entirely. My pulse spiked. As I moved down the aisle, the shadows stretched, folding into corners that didn't exist, forming shapes that mimicked me. The echo of my own footsteps, sometimes lagged behind, sometimes came ahead. I tried calling security, but the intercom produced only static, and then a low, distorted voice repeating, "You shouldn't be here." The hair on my neck stood up. I wanted to run, but something unseen, blocked my path. The machine started moving again, belts rolling slowly, carrying empty crates. But the tapping didn't stop. Every thump felt synchronized to my heartbeat. I could feel something watching from above, from inside the dark vents. I caught glimpses in the reflection of metal, a figure shaped like me, but wrong. Its head tilted at impossible angles, and it vanished the second I blinked. I fled to the exit, but the doors were locked, sealed automatically for the night. I had to break a window to escape, shards cutting my hands. By the time I ran to my car, the factory lights flickered out, leaving the building in darkness. I never returned, and sometimes, when I drive past that factory, I swear I see shadows moving in the windows, watching, waiting, calculating, remembering. I know I'll never be truly alone after that night.